The US men's national team defeated the Reggae Boyz 1-0 this Sunday night for the Gold Cup quarterfinals, and now we're heading to the semifinals where we're going to face Qatar this Thursday. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Filippo, host of FuboTV, and hopefully Dustin, our producer, can make me, look good on camera because I didn't sleep much, so I probably look like complete crap right now. Now, in this series that we have, every single day following a US men's national team match, we do a video on 7 things we learned about the previous match, obviously. So I'm going to be talking about the USA versus Jamaica, the 1-0 win. Now, are there more things that we learned? More than 7? Yes, there's way more. So feel free to comment down below as you always do. I always read the comments, trust me, I read all of them. I try to respond to a few. Anything you learned from this match. In this video, I'm going to dive into 7. There's good, there's bad, and, well, you know. So guys, before we head into the video, please hit the like button as it really helps the channel grow, and you guys have been amazing. The growth has been fantastic, all thanks to you guys. Subscribe if you enjoy this type of content, and hit the notification bell because apparently subscriptions don't really mean much. So just hit that notification bell. With all of that said, let's roll the episode. Okay, so the first thing we learned in USMNT 1, Jamaica 0, was that the Jackson Yueill era in the US men's national team might be over. So the game was close and Berhalter used all of his subs, all 5 in this match, and Jackson Yueill did not come in for any minute, any second in this match. And look, just like the Will Trap era ended in 2019, well, it seems like the Jackson Yueill era might be over as well. And I'm not going to keep talking much about Jackson here. I don't want to bash him or anything, but I just don't think he's a US men's national team player. And his era most likely came to an end. And I think many of the fans disagree in many different topics on players here and there. There's players that people want, players that people don't want. I think Jackson Yueill has united the fan base. On most people are saying that he shouldn't be in the US men's national team anymore. So let's go to lesson number 2. Lesson number 2 is Greg Berhalter is actually capable of out-coaching other coaches. Yeah, he out-coaches Whitmore yesterday. And, well, yeah, it is Whitmore. He's been in Jamaica forever, and he's not the greatest coach in the world, but props to Berhalter. Good performance from him. So Greg started off with most likely the best starting 11 we could ask for this match. Maybe 1 or 2 players we could have been different, but look, it was a pretty good starting 11 from Berhalter with the players that were available. And yes, he continues to prioritize players that play it safe rather than creative players that take risks, so he'll go always with Sebastian Lletget instead of Eric Williamson. It's understandable. I don't agree with it in my personal opinion, but it's understandable. Now for the first half, we struggled to connect the ball with the center backs in the midfield. So the center backs had to try to do a direct play from center backs to the forwards, and it wasn't working too well, to be honest, especially the balls weren't connecting with Daryl DK very well. But Berhalter fixed that pretty well in the second half by pulling the midfields to drop a little bit deeper on the defense to get the ball back and connect the midfield. And he also moved the fullbacks to go a little bit wide and forward to make some width, for the midfield. So props to Berhalter to that. Honestly, I know I'm very critical of Berhalter here in the channel, but credit has to be given where credit is due. And for this quarterfinals performance, congratulations to Greg Berhalter. He didn't only get the win, but he actually outcoached Coach Whitmore from Jamaica. Okay, lesson number 3, and this is actually a negative one. And guys, there's positives and negatives, but one thing's for sure. Hit that like button right now. I hate requesting this, but I have to do it a few times. Hit that like button. So lesson number 3. Lesson number 3 is something we already knew, that this team really struggles to score in open play. So the lesson essentially is to win this Gold Cup, our offensive set pieces have to improve. Yes, as we face tougher opponents, it's going to be even harder to score in open plays, and we probably might not even be able to do so unless we get lucky or Matthew Hoppy pulls some magic trick out of the hat just like he did this game. So we do need to improve our offensive set pieces. The defensive ones have been very good, but we're not being able to take advantage of the offensive ones, and Sebastian Lletget can't be the set piece taker. It's just not working. Try Busio, try someone different. Sam Vines didn't work as well, very well. But Berhalter has to figure that out. Hopefully he figures that out all the way till Thursday against Qatar. So lesson number 4 is actually on Shaq Moore, and it's also somewhat negative. Shaq Moore was fairly good in the game. He did okay, but we saw some of his limitations. Some of his limitations were exposed. So Shaq Moore likes to do these mid-height crosses, which are fine, and I thought he was using them as a resource, right? There's many different ways to cross. He didn't try anything else throughout the game. They weren't working, and he wouldn't do low crosses, he wouldn't do high crosses, he would only do these mid-level crosses, and they just weren't working. throughout the game. So that showed a little bit of his limitation of not recognizing that throughout the game, and maybe he just doesn't know how to cross differently. It could be something. We saw Roldan coming in, do 2 high crosses. They were both dangerous, and one led to the goal. One was the cross for the goal. So that's a lesson we learned about Shaq Moore. So before you guys keep, some people were even calling him after the group stage to compete with Dest. Let's slow down. Lesson number 5, and it's something from a player that I'm overly critical here in the channel. That's Kellyn Acosta, and Kellyn Acosta proved that he can be very useful for the US men's national team, and maybe even for our 23-man roster for the A squad. Acosta can be useful despite certain limitations. He had a fantastic game, especially on the defensive end. He was key for us. He defended well in transition, he stopped counters, and he protected the back line. He was very good. He was absolutely fantastic on the defensive end. Now, consistency remains an issue with Kellyn Acosta, as we don't know which one we're going to get on Thursday against Qatar. He has so many ups and downs throughout tournaments and different games. And again, on the ball, he wasn't very good on this game. When he had the ball with him, he wasn't anything too impressive. Just on the defensive end, that he was just a complete beast this match. Plus, Acosta really loves to play against Jamaica. Remember in the March friendly, that was one of his best games for the US men's national team against Jamaica. And then again today against Jamaica. Sorry, not today, yesterday against Jamaica. Now, lesson number 6 is a lesson that, well, I mean, we already knew it from the group stage minutes he had, but in this performance, we got the confirmation. Matthew Hoppy is the man in this team. Now look, yes, Miles Robinson to me was the man of the match, and he arguably made his case to be in the 23-man roster as well. But Hoppy is the key for us to winning this tournament. Our defense is solid. Miles Robinson has been fantastic. James Sands has been fantastic. Matt Turner is super safe in the goal. The fullbacks have been doing their jobs. So we need someone that can create, because the midfield can create. And our center forwards struggle to score, Zardes and DK. Therefore, Matthew Hoppy is key. He can create and he can score. We need him to be the man of this team, and he was yesterday. He was trying to create plays, and he scored our game-winning goal. He came in clutch right before he was subbed off. So congratulations to Matthew Hoppy for his first goal for the US men's national team in a competitive match right there. Last but not least, lesson number 7, and, well, it's something I've been saying since the first game. 1-0 is the way. 1-0 is going to be the way. If we're going to win this tournament, we're going to have to 1-0 our way all the way through it. I know it sounds silly, and I mean, maybe we won't even win 1-0 against Qatar or whoever we play in the final if we beat Qatar, but 1-0 is the way that I'm expressing that we're going to win with this pragmatic soccer. It's not going to be pretty. That's what I'm trying to say. It won't be pretty. We knew that already from the group stage. We're getting the confirmation again. The way we played here, we're not going to play better than this. This is the team we have. Honestly, Berhalter played our best players. This is what we're going to get. But hopefully, this is enough to win the Gold Cup. Alright guys, that does it for this episode of the 7 things we learned from the US men's national team previous match, which was USA versus Jamaica. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the watch-alongs. Hit the like button before you leave. I will be doing here in the channel, me and Dustin will be doing a preview for US men's national team versus Qatar for Thursday. We'll release it on Tuesday or Wednesday so you can learn more about the Qatari team and what to expect for this match. So I want to thank you all very much for watching and have a great day.